Certainly. Here is a vivid storytelling version of On the Path of the Beloved, the Battle of Uhud, crafted to evoke emotion and spiritual reflection, especially during the blessed last 10 days of Ramadan. In the name of Allah, the All-Merciful, the Ever-Merciful, peace and blessings shower upon the Prophet Muhammad, Saws, the beloved guide whose footsteps etched hope into the deserts of Arabia. The city of Medina shimmered under the cooling embrace of Ramadan's twilight. The believers felt the nearness of Laylatul Qadr, the night of determination, their hearts whispering prayers that their destinies would be blessed, and their souls saved from hellfire. But as faith blossomed, storm clouds gathered. The people of Quraysh, their pride still bleeding from their loss at Badr, plotted vengeance. Around their council fires, the real fear flickered, not just revenge, but the rise of a new power. The prophet's words were spreading like a gentle rain after drought. Tribes listened. The trade routes, lifeblood of Quraysh, seemed threatened. Quraysh's leaders could not bear to lose both prestige and profit. And making your provision that you cry lies, recites the Quran, echoing the ancient struggles of all generations, some fighting truth to preserve what they have, others ready to sacrifice everything for a cause. The prophet, Saws, saw in his sleep a vision. He wore a strong shield, his sword was broken, and cows were slaughtered. He knew Medina was to be his protection, pain would reach his family and his companions would fall. Still, he called the Muslims to council. Young and old debated, should they fight within the safety of their city, or meet the enemy outside? Democracy was alive in the tent of the prophet. He gave space for debate, valued counsel above command. The majority chose to meet Quraysh beyond Medina's walls. Resolute, the prophet, Saws, donned his armor, reminding his companions, when you are resolved, put your trust in Allah. 1,000 brave Muslims marched behind the prophet, their faith both shield and sword. Suddenly, the shadow of hypocrisy broke their ranks. Abdullah ibn Ubay withdrew, taking 300 men with him. Tremors of doubt rippled through the ranks. Allah reassured them, let the believers put their trust in Allah. The sun painted Mount Uhud with golden light. This is a mountain that loves us and is loved by us, said the prophet, Saws. Its rocks remember every footstep, every sacrifice. Standing upon Uhud with his closest companions, the mountain trembled beneath their feet as if aching in love for these noble souls. With strategic brilliance, the prophet, Saws, placed his army between Mount Uhud and Mount Darters, the narrow passage forcing Quraysh to face them head-on. 50 skilled archers, led by Abdullah ibn Jubair, took position atop Mount Darters, shielding the rear from flanking horsemen. Quraysh advanced, 3,000 strong, led by proud chiefs, Abu Sufyan, Khalid ibn al-Walid, and Ikrimah ibn Abu Jahl. The prophet, Saws, handed his sword to the worthy Abu Dojana, saying, he who strikes the heads of disbelievers with it. Abu Dojana fought fiercely, yet upon facing a woman, he withheld his hand. Mercy even in war was the prophet's way. Hamza, the lion of Islam, strode boldly across the battlefield with a feather in his chest, fearless, mowing down flag bearers one after the other. Victory seemed certain, faith surged like a river. But in a pivotal moment, most archers abandoned their post for spoils, disobeying the prophet's strict command. Only Abdullah ibn Jubair and 10 steadfast souls remained. Khalid ibn al-Walid saw the opened flank. He seized the moment, smashing into the rear, and the battle turned. Muslims retreated in chaos. Mus'ab ibn Umar, flag-bearer, gave his life defending the banner of Islam, refusing to let it fall even after his arms were severed. Amidst the confusion, rumors spread, Muhammad is slain. Many fled, yet a cluster of companions made a wall of their bodies protecting the prophet, Saws. Abu Dojana shielded the messenger from arrows. Talha used his own hand to block deadly missiles, sacrificing mobility for love. Yazid ibn al-Sakan and companions gave their lives defending the prophet, Saws, earning the prophet's tearful prayers and the promise of paradise. Abdullah ibn Jash sought martyrdom in agony and victory, his wish granted, his faith unwavering. Hamza's heroism was shadowed by tragedy. Washay, the slave promised freedom for killing Hamza, thrust his spear, fulfilling his grim mission. Hind rejoiced in grim vengeance, but Hamza's legacy was eternal, master of martyrs, never truly lost. When the dust settled, the prophet, Saws, and companions sought refuge on Mount Uhud, bracing themselves against sorrow and the enemy's taunts. Abu Sufyan tried to mock the survivors, but the companions, guided by the Prophet, Saws, replied, "Our dead are in paradise, yours in hellfire," echoing faith across the mountain. The Quran descended, healing wounded hearts. "And do not feel feeble nor grieve, and you are the most exalted if you are believers. Victory comes only from Allah, the ever-mighty, the ever-wise." Within the soil of Uhud's graveyard lie heroes, Hamza, Musab, Anas. The Prophet visited daily, sending peace upon the martyrs. This place is not to be idolized, but to remind all, the spirit of sacrifice, love for the message, and resolve to obey and serve. Let the lessons of Uhud echo through time. Never oppose or disobey the messenger. Sacrifice for Allah, SWT, and his message with passion and resolve. May Allah gather us with these noble souls in Al-Firdaus, and may Uhud be a witness that from today we live, truly live, for his sake. And so, amid the blessed nights of Ramadan, the story of Uhud is retold. Not for nostalgia, but as a living lesson, a call to reflection and revival, for whoever walks the path of the beloved.